Hi, I'm Rishi. Welcome to my YouTube astrology channel. I have been studying astrology for over 20 years and have been on the internet for about as long. So this is something I should have done a long time ago. But now is as good a time as any to start because there are changes taking place in the cosmic energy of the universe that are going to shake you up and impact your life in more ways than you can know. Rahu transits into Gemini and Ketu transits into Sagittarius on the 23rd of March 2019. And I am here to help you understand how these major transits are going to affect your life. Rahu and Ketu are considered two extremely important planets of Indian astrology. They are nodes of the moon, and they are not always understood by Western astrologers. But we believe that they are amongst the most powerful planets of Indian astrology because they alone have the ability in the horoscope to eclipse both sun and moon. Sun is considered the king of the horoscope and moon is the queen. And these two planets are the only ones with the energy to neutralize both sun and moon. In Indian astrology, we do not look at transits around sun signs. We study transits relative to the birth position of moon. So we look at where moon is placed in your natal horoscope, and we try and understand the impact of the transits around that position of moon. Every planet impacts the house it sits in as well as the house it aspects. And every house of the horoscope refers to a very specific and unique part of your life and your destiny. And there are certain houses where certain planets function well and other houses in which they don't function so well. So when we look at this aspect of Rahu and Ketu, we're going to see what houses they transit in relative to your birth moon and what houses they aspect. So I'm going to be looking at all 12 moon signs and I'm going to help you understand how these transits, Rahu into Gemini and Ketu into Sagittarius, are going to affect your life in the next 18 months. If your moon is placed in Aquarius, then the next 18 months are going to be incredibly interesting for you. Rahu is transiting 5th from your natal moon. Now the 5th house of the horoscope is a trine, so it's a favorable spot. But what happens when Rahu is placed over here is that it tends to exert an undue amount of influence over the horoscope. Rahu is favorable, but Rahu is a worldly planet. It's a materialistic planet. It's a planet of change. It's a planet of delusion. So when it has too much influence over the horoscope, it could end up creating a fair amount of trouble. Overall, Rahu is good for the next 18 months. So what we can immediately state is that it will promote the qualities of the 5th house. And the 5th house refers to education, it refers to children, it refers to romance, it refers to luck. If you're a student, then you're going to find much greater success in your academic pursuits over the next 18 months. If you're studying for a competitive exam, you're going to find favorable results. If you have been lacking focus in your studies, you're going to find greater direction as you move forward over the next 18 months. A very interesting feature of Rahu 5th from moon is that it tends to give a girl child to a family. And so if you're a young couple looking for a baby or looking to have a baby, then the next 18 months could give you a beautiful little baby girl as a result of Rahu's transit 5th from moon. And if you already have children, then they're going to be supported and promoted and helped, and they're going to find greater success in all of their endeavors. Your luck is also going to be promoted. You're going to feel better, you're going to feel more confident, and you're going to feel luckier through this phase. Rahu aspects the house 5th from where it is sitting. And 5th from this house is the 9th house of the horoscope. The 9th house is the house of destiny. Rahu is favorable for this chart, so it's going to promote destiny. It's going to help you achieve your targets. It's going to give you greater purpose and a greater understanding of your mission in life, so to speak. But I had mentioned earlier that an overpowering Rahu can create trouble sitting in the fifth house. And how does it do that? Sitting in the fifth house, Rahu aspects the birth position of Moon. Moon is naturally considered the significator of the mind. It's the Manaskarak. Rahu's aspect upon the Moon is going to cause for the desire for change, the need for new beginnings, or a feeling of being unsettled with the status quo. If Rahu is too powerful, then you're going to want to change everything. You're going to want to construct new beginnings. You're going to want to have a completely new chapter in your life. That's good. Change is always good. But not the sort of change that Rahu tends to create, because, as I said earlier, Rahu is a planet of delusion. So it can mislead you, it can misguide you. It can take you down the wrong path. So it's good to have a strong Rahu and a favorable Rahu, but it's also important to keep control over your mind. Keep it in check. Do not be ready to run with every new idea that you have for your life. Do not be absolutely convinced that it's time to overhaul everything and to rebuild and reconstruct and present before the world a new version of yourself. Because you're doing great as you are. You're doing fine. You need to just enjoy your life, and you need to enjoy this process that Rahu is bringing into your life without buying into it so strongly that you end up changing absolutely everything about yourself. The good thing is that while Rahu is sitting very powerful and very significant in the fifth house, Ketu's aspect through Sagittarius is also very powerful and very significant for this horoscope. Ketu is transiting 11th from natal moon. The 11th house is a particularly good house for Ketu to be sitting in. It's very powerful, it's very benefic, and it's looking to support the horoscope in every way. And like Rahu is a planet of delusion, Ketu is a planet of spiritualism. It's known as the Mokshkari Greh, the planet of salvation. Ketu is going to help you stay controlled, stay measured, stay connected to your higher self. So this is a wonderful feature that's going to help balance out Rahu's desire for complete and absolute change. The 11th house is considered the house of gain. So Ketu is going to promote gain, sudden gain, unexpected gain, unimagined gain. Ketu is also aspecting the house 3rd from your natal moon. The 3rd house of the horoscope deals with energy. It deals with your brothers and sisters. It deals with name and fame, the amount of appreciation that you receive in your professional and social life. Ketu is spiritual. Ketu is good. Ketu is going to help all of these factors of the 11th house. So you're going to have improved relations with your family members, with your brothers and sisters, with your co-borns. You're going to find greater energy and greater direction for your energy over the next 18 months. There'll be greater appreciation that you receive from your friends, your colleagues. Your social environment is going to enjoy your company more. So this is a good time. This is a good time on those fronts as well. The other good thing that's happening for this horoscope is that Ketu is aspecting the house 7th from natal moon. The 7th house deals with marriage, with your husband or wife, your partner, your significant romantic relationships. Ketu is a planet of deep understanding. It's a planet of great spiritualism. Ketu sitting in this house through this transit is going to help your marriage enormously. You're going to be a wiser version of yourself. You're going to have understanding. You're going to have compassion. You're going to have empathy. You're going to relate to your partner in a much deeper manner. And that can only help your relationship. It can only help you find greater joy, help you find greater direction and purpose and meaning to your entire life. Rahu is definitely taking you down the worldly direction, but Ketu is keeping you grounded and keeping you spiritual and helping you stay connected to your higher self. So really, this transit of Rahu and Ketu is going to give very good results for you moving forward, and you can expect change, but very favorable change, to enter your life in the next 18 months. I would like to mention that these are the results that you can expect due to the transit of Rahu and Ketu into these new signs. But there are 7 other planets that are transiting in the universe at the same time. We have to study those results as well. And we have to study the nature of your individual horoscope, how the planets are positioned there, their relationship with each other, before we can get a complete picture of what can be expected in your life. However, I feel reasonably certain that the results that I have spoken of just now are the circumstances that will attempt to manifest in your lives over the next 18 months as a result of Rahu's transit through Gemini and Ketu's transit through Sagittarius. Thank you for watching my video. I look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions, as well as your ideas about what I should do in other videos that I'm planning up ahead. Do write to me.